Naughty Dog's focus on realism, specifically on realistic animations, is what led them to make the decision to use motion capture. While Uncharted was far from the first game to use this tactic, it was one of the first games to place such a large emphasis on it, and to make it an important part of development. Motion capture is a technique where actors wear suits with tracking data. The actors and camera crew then film scenes as if they were filming an actual movie. The computer then reads this tracking data and applies the movements of the actors to the character models that are used in the final game. The first step in the motion capture process is creating a pre-visualization, a system by which the creators can plan out the shots and movements of the characters so they can know how to set up the actors, cameras, and other objects the actors will be interacting with. Since the objects the actors interact with will not be incorporated into the final game and will instead be replaced by 3D models, they do not need to look accurate to how the object will look in the final game. Because of this, tables, steps, and other objects are sometimes represented by blank blocks the actors will interact with. While these objects do not need to look like the final objects, they do need to be the accurate proportions, especially if the actors will be touching them or interacting with them in any way. If an in-game table or car ended up being bigger than the car the actors sat in, it would throw off the proportions for the scene, and the realism would be disturbed. Another difficult aspect of motion capture was capturing the faces of the actors. During development of the early Uncharted games, Naughty Dog did not have the technology to capture the faces of the actors. They could only capture the movements of the rest of their body. Because of this, animators would have to try and recreate the movements of each actor's face by hand, which would be a time-consuming task. Fortunately, later entries in the series were able to utilize modern developments in motion capture technology, which allowed for facial capture technology, making it easier for animators and designers to apply the actual expressions and emotions of the actors onto the in-game characters.